Just click record and try and make it not on too high. Oh dear, I'm going to sneeze. Hey there folks, excuse me, I'm just going to go sneeze off camera. You don't get this with Adele videos, do you? You know what, it looks to me like that camera angle might be a bit crummy as well. Should we just adjust it a bit, shall we? I'm probably making it worse, aren't I? Don't. I'm being very stern with the vocal mic. I had to sound my mixing desk, so I'm running off with just one preamp now. And it does not like having a vocal monitor. I have a vocal microphone put in there. It doesn't go in that hole, it said to me. Don't be so naughty. Here's here's a man struggling to. A man with no visible arm muscle left. Trying to get a guitar on. Interesting video. Oh, it'll do, man, it'll do. I wanted to try an acoustic version of Bob Dylan's Like a Rolling Stone. Gee, it's very sharp, isn't it? And plectrum or fingers. The trouble with plectrum is, I can't always hold them because my fingers got no feeling in it. I don't know if you can see this. Shall I show you? Does it show up on the camera? This is my fingers. If you look at what colour my body is, my fingers are bright white because they're just dead. And I'm laughing about it. Well, what else can you do? I've got the DCC Gold Edition of Highway 61 Revisited. Came out maybe 1994. And I haven't listened to that in like 20 years. I'd like to listen to it this morning. The only other one with comparable sound quality is the 2014 Japanese mini LP Blue Spec CD. But it's in here and it would have meant taking all the photographs of my children. So, I didn't get to hear it. There you are, huh? I'm still not happy with the tunings, but hey, it's not as if I'm going to sing in tune. I'm so sorry, that was... Should we play it in E? Get on with it, you don't have any pictures of it. I'm going to sneeze again, I don't know. No, snort. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once upon a time, you dressed so fine, threw bums like me a dime in your prime, didn't you? People call, say, beware doll, you're heading for a fall. You thought that they were all just kidding you. Used to laugh about everybody that was hanging out. Well, now you don't talk so loud. Now you don't walk so proud. Found yourself scrounging around for a half-eaten meal. How does that feel? How does that that feel? To be so alone. A complete unknown. Like a rolling stone. You went to all the finest schools, all right, Miss Lonely, but you only used to get lubed and juiced in it. Nobody ever taught you how to live out on the barren streets, and you're finding out now you gotta acclimatize and get used to it. You said you would never compromise with the mystery tramp, but now you realize I wasn't selling you any alibis. Remember that as they're forcing you down and making you stare up into the vacuum of their eyes, sneering at you, come on honey, make us a good deal. How does that feel? How does that feel? To be so very alone. Like a complete unknown. Living like a rolling stone. You never turned around to see the frowns on the jugglers and the clowns when he brought them down to do tricks on you. Never understood, it ain't no good. Shouldn't let people like that get their depraved kicks off of you. He introduced you to a soldier, a sailor, a one-eyed diplomat, and 4 hours later you woke up on the bathroom mat. That was right about when you discovered that his promises of a brand new life for you weren't really where they were at, but by then they'd taken from you everything they could steal. How does that feel? How does that feel? To be so alone. A complete unknown. So far away from home. Like a rolling stone. Princess Malice up there on the steeple, surrounded by all those pretty people, drinking, snorting, thinking they got the good life made. Passing you around like a second-hand gift or something. My advice to you, take your wedding ring, hightail it to the pawn shop, babe. You used to be so amused at Napoleon in rags and the sweet talk he used. Look at you now, abused and confused. Is this really the kind of life anyone would choose? You're invisible to yourself. Your soul's got nothing left to be concealed. How does that feel? How does that feel? To be so alone. A complete unknown. Trapped in the danger zone. They won't even take you back home. Consigning you to live like a rolling stone. And now I'm going to go off camera and take a loose eyelash over my left eye. Below my nose. And a fuse. That's an excellent song. That's the first song. That's the song that got me wanting to play the guitar back in '82. I was in a squat. I'm going to do some talky now, so please don't. I was living in a squat in a place called Chard, Somerset, a hellhole of unimaginable proportions. I don't think it's changed too much, but it was just vile. I've lived some bad places, but that was just, you know. If you listen to any of my, I guess you would call protest material, I used to call it that. I've always called it social commentary material. But it's, you know, a lot of it stems from those days. Anyway, don't know that. And this guy called Steve Core, and he lived in, he must have lived in squat number 2. I was in flat 3. And he used to, there was a folk club that used to let performers play there. I guess it was cheaper than paying PRS license and having real music. And you could put a jar on the table, a glass rather, on the table, you know, and as the patrons would, you know, come in and eat their bagels or what was those things, sticky buns. And I remember them making these sticky buns, and I remember stuff. They were like in a concentric circle and used to get smaller. I guess it was the Ooslam bun. And day. Because he was the only one that had a stereo play, you know, those little things, you know, with a spindle on, like a dance set, I guess, kind of thing. I don't know if that's the actual make of it. And which also doubled as an amplifier. Anyway, and he said one of the girls, there's the Red House Cafe was called. There's a Red House over yonder, and the owner, the lady who owned it, had 4 daughters, stunningly beautiful, all of them, and the youngest one, Steve, and he showed me this LP, you know. Normally he'd be playing, he had the most amazing collection. He had the rarest punk singles ever. Goodness me, this is all seeping back now after decades. Stuff that you can't imagine, green vinyl. He played me, was it the TV personalities? He said, I got this single today. I know where Sid Barrett lives. Who the heck's Sid Barrett? He used to be in Pink Floyd. Who the hell's Pink Floyd? You know, I didn't know, you know. They weren't in my kind of ethos, you know. I joined the army, you know, so it was Bowie, Aladdin Sane, Ziggy, Life on Mars, Roxy, Street Life, first single I ever bought, folks. Wish everybody would leave me alone, yeah. They're always calling on my telephone, wow. Whenever people say to me, well, you got your vocal off of Bob Dylan, I'd never heard of Bob Dylan until about mid-80s and stuff. I never heard Bob Dylan, particularly. And, well, I'm just going to tell you that anecdote. So, that's where I got it from. The cyber paper gets crashing down all those lines. That's where my vocal inflection came from. And David Bowie, is there love on Mars? And then my vocal changed because I used to have an Irish accent. But when I joined the army in '76, it wasn't a good place to have an Irish accent. England's never been a good place to have an Irish accent, and that holds true to this very day. See a video I'm hoping to upload later on from the NHS. Anyway, Jiminy click there. Anyway, so Megan Mullally. Yeah, so Steve had this, so he had this amazing collection of rare punk singles. Been worth a fortune today. But, you know, I don't know whether he kept them. I don't know. He moved to Bristol and he got into some bad stuff, or the person he moved with got into some bad stuff. Albert's Park. Shall I go on a sidetrack? So we went up to visit him. Some posh boys got me to go up there, not because they wanted to be kind to me, but because they wanted to see if Steve could get something for them, you know. So we just turned up, number 5 Albert Park. Paul's in Bristol. Alright, and there's Steve, and I said, well, you know, how's Shane doing? Oh, Shane's in a bad way, he's gone with a bad crew, and, you know, he can't stop, and I don't know what to do about it. So I said, well, you come back. Well, I got some gigs up here and stuff, you know. Anyway, so, and while we were chatting, there was a knock on the door. And a knock on the guitar. So Steve went and answered it, and there was a naked woman. A very beautiful naked